Welcome back. In this video, I want to follow up on this idea of a zero profit condition within an insurance market setting. So let's go back to the previous example that we had. So a typical way to visualize an uncertain contract is to have consumption in the good state and then consumption in the bad state here. And when we talk about consumption, you can easily think about it as money. Okay, so imagine that, for example, here is your 1,000 pounds, and maybe here it's your 800 pounds where you've lost the 200 pounds. So if you look at the previous video, that's the example that we actually looked at. Now, if I draw a 45-degree line, that would be something that's certain. Okay, so think of this as a certainty line, because whether a bad state occurs or doesn't occur, you always get the same payout. Okay. And if you remember, we talked about this idea of an actuarially fair insurance. And what we said is that the premium, Q, must equal to P, which is the probability of a bad outcome. So what do the insurance company do to us? Well, they effectively take us from this initial condition, or this initial consumption menu, if you like, and they move us into this direction. Okay? Right? Why is this direction? Because we give up some consumption in the good state to receive some net consumption in the bad state, right? That's why they're called insurance. So they move us into this direction. Now the question is, if we're dealing with an actuarially fair insurance, what is the potential points or directions that these insurance companies will give us? Well, let's think about this. So you give up in the good state, Q, you get out in the good state, the 1 minus the Q of the premiums that you pay. So what's the slope of that? Well, it's 1 minus Q over Q. Okay. So if I were to draw a line that is actuarially fair, the slope of this will be negative, if you like, 1 minus Q over Q. Okay. So if I polish everything else, I just remove everything else now, because that just there to give us the reason for that. This line here is representing all the various combination of insurance you can get. Why don't we go up here? Because it doesn't really make a lot of sense. If you go up here, then your outcome in the good state will be less than your outcome in the bad state. So really, this is the feasible region, the reason that makes sense when you interact with an insurance company. And when you go up here, so here, making this in green, this is full insurance, full actuarially fair insurance. Okay. But what if an insurance company comes along and offers you this insurance here? Let's say here, A, for example. Well, if there are any taker of that insurance, you are getting a better deal than the actuarially fair. So if I go here, anything above this actuarially fair line is you're getting a better deal, right? Because think of that slope here, it's higher. So you give up the same amount, for example, in the good state, but you get more in the bad state. So this bit here, it's a better deal. You're getting a better than actuarially fair. But that all of those points there, while are green for the consumer, they are loss making for the firm. Loss making. Okay. And similarly, you can imagine that anything that is below here, it's going to be profit making for the firm. And market forces dictate that if there is an infinite amount of insurance companies, they can come in and come out. So there is free entry and exit. The goods are fairly homogeneous, right? Then the idea of zero profit condition or perfect competition means that we can only be on that red line with a slope of 1 minus Q and Q. And that's effectively this idea of the zero profit condition. And we can of course add, because we know that Q and P are the same, this is going to be 1 over P over P. Okay. And remember that this will also be equal to the MRS of consumption in the good state and consumption in the bad state. Okay, because what will this be? Be the marginal utility in the good state over marginal utility in the bad state. But we're going to evaluate this when consumption in the good state is equal to consumption in the bad state. It does not matter the shape of the utility function. You can show yourself that this is going to be 1 minus p over p. In other words, this slope here, which is a zero profit condition, also happens to be exactly the slope of all the indifference curves at the 45-degree line. Okay, so if we wanted to draw 45-degree lines, that's how we would draw it. So in short, hopefully this video has helped you visualize what does it mean for the insurance company to be perfectly competitive, meaning that all the insurance contracts have to be on this red line, and to start to understand why being out of that, how market forces will kind of make sure that you will be on that red line. So if you're on the green part, green for the consumers, loss making for the firm, the market will discipline you and say like you're making losses, right? That's not sustainable. If you're on the red zone and you're making profits, some other firms will come away and say like, hey, this firm is making profit. I can offer a slightly better deal and still make profit. And this thinking will continue until you make a zero profit condition. I hope you find this helpful. I'll see you on the next video.